Did you know Michael Jackson's glove hid a secret? This iconic white glove was more than just a fashion statement. It played a significant role in the life of the king of pop. Michael Jackson suffered from vitiligo, a skin condition that causes patches of skin to lose their pigment. To conceal these changes, he often wore the glove, which became a signature element of his style. The glove skyrocketed to fame during his unforgettable moonwalk performance, capturing the hearts of millions around the world. Suddenly, this glittering accessory became synonymous with his electrifying dance moves and unforgettable music. In 2009, after Jackson's passing, the glove was auctioned for a staggering $50,000, underscoring its importance not only as a piece of clothing, but also as a piece of pop culture history. This dazzling glove represents more than just a style choice. It symbolizes Jackson's talent and resilience in the face of challenges. Can you think of another item that tells such a rich story? Have you ever seen abandoned luxury cars in Dubai? It's a surprising sight that gives a glimpse into the city's strict debt laws. In Dubai, as the economy rises and falls, some owners find themselves in financial trouble, leading to the startling phenomenon of luxury vehicles left behind. When people can no longer afford their extravagant purchases, they often abandon high-end cars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis on the streets. This happens because the laws in Dubai impose heavy penalties for unpaid debts, making it easier for owners to flee rather than face financial ruin. The sight of these high-priced vehicles, often left parked among ordinary cars, reflects a unique blend of luxury and loss in the city. As these vehicles gather dust, they tell stories of lavish lifestyles that, at times, take a dramatic turn. What do you think happens to these forgotten treasures? Here's what actually happens when you tap maple trees. Vermont is the leading producer of maple syrup in the United States, and the numbers are impressive. Each year, this lush state produces enough syrup to fill about 40,000 bathtubs, making it a sweet destination for syrup lovers. The secret lies in Vermont's vast number of maple trees, which creates the highest concentration in the country. Tapping usually occurs in late winter to early spring, when the nights are still cold but days warm up. During this time, sap flows from the trees and folks carefully collect it. The sap has a watery consistency and requires boiling to turn into syrup. As it cooks down, the sweet aroma fills the air, bringing people together. Many families enjoy this tradition, often sharing stories and recipes passed down through generations. In Vermont, maple syrup is more than just a delicious topping. It's a significant part of the culture and economy. So when you pour that golden syrup on your pancakes, you're enjoying a true taste of Vermont's heritage. Hard to believe, but First Lady isn't always a wife. The title of First Lady of the United States can actually belong to someone other than the president's spouse. If a president is unmarried, the role can be filled by a daughter, niece, or even a sister. This means that the duties of the First Lady, often including social advocacy, hosting events, and championing various causes, can be taken on by female relatives. For instance, if a president were single, his daughter could step into this significant role, much like how a class captain might have a cousin take over morning announcements when they can't be present. This unique aspect of the First Lady's position highlights the flexibility and importance of female figures in American leadership, showing that the influence of women is a vital part of the presidency, regardless of marital status. Isn't it fascinating how history can bend the rules? Join the race to be the first commenter. If you want to grab attention online, being the first to answer questions or comment on videos can make a difference. Social media and video platforms reward quick responses with visibility and recognition. By commenting quickly, not only do you show your enthusiasm, but you also increase your chances of earning a shout-out from creators. This interaction can enhance your social experience and even help you connect with like-minded people. Consider how many conversations spark from a single comment. The thrill of seeing your name featured in the creator's next video adds an exciting layer to the experience. It turns passive viewing into an interactive event. So whether you're on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, having a rapid finger can make you a star in the comments section. Get ready to engage and showcase your knowledge. How fast can you type to beat others and grab that recognition? You won't believe this about the Statue of Liberty. This iconic symbol of freedom and democracy, known worldwide, has a surprising twist regarding its location. While many people associate Lady Liberty with New York City, the reality is that she rests in New Jersey's waters. The statue is situated on Liberty Island, which is encircled by New Jersey waters, a fact that stems from a historical agreement. Back in 1834, New York and New Jersey settled the details surrounding the land, but a charter from 1664 initially confirmed New Jersey's claim to the area. As a result, when you visit this stunning monument, you're technically in the Garden State. This fascinating geographical detail often sparks confusion for tourists wondering which state they are in while gazing at the statue. Beyond its unique legal status, the Statue of Liberty stands as a beacon of hope for immigrants arriving in America, signifying new beginnings. So on your next visit to this remarkable giant, remember that her true home lies just across the water in New Jersey, blending history with a bit of geographical irony. Why exactly does a rhinoceros horn defy expectations? Most people assume a rhino's horn is made of bone, much like antlers or tusks, but it's actually composed of keratin, the very same protein found in our hair and nails. This surprising composition offers the horn not just remarkable strength, but also impressive flexibility. Unlike bone, which contains blood vessels and marrow, the horn's keratin fibers grow continuously, rejuvenating after damage in a manner similar to how our fingernails grow. These fibers fuse together to create a resilient column capable of withstanding tremendous force and repeated impacts. When rhinos engage in fights, their horns do not snap. Instead, they bend and rebound, akin to a biological spring, allowing for effective defense in combat without breaking. Additionally, researchers can analyze horn rings to glean information about a rhino's age, health status, and environmental conditions throughout its life. This fascinating horn has even inspired bioengineers to craft new, sustainable materials that are tough, renewable, and eco-friendly. So isn't it intriguing how nature's design can lead to innovation? Have you ever wondered why Pink was confused? In 2017, Pink opened up about her iconic hit, Get the Party Started, which was penned by Linda Perry, the talented member of the band Four Non Blondes. While this infectious anthem became synonymous with celebration and good times, Pink admitted she didn't quite grasp its full meaning. She shared her uncertainty, saying, "I don't know what she meant by it. I still don't know if it's I'm coming out or I'm coming up." This intriguing statement highlights a deeper conversation about artistic interpretation. Sometimes even the creators of a song can have varying understandings of their own work. The ambiguity of lyrics allows for personal connections, giving listeners the freedom to find their own meanings. So the next time you sing along to this catchy track, remember that the power of music lies in how it resonates differently with each of us. What if I told you about foldable space tools? Scientists are using origami techniques to create innovative designs for satellites and telescopes. By applying the ancient art of folding paper, researchers can develop equipment that can expand and contract, making it much easier to launch and deploy in space. These foldable devices can fit into smaller rockets, reducing costs and paving the way for ambitious missions. Imagine a telescope that can unfold in orbit, providing stunning views of distant galaxies. This intersection of art and technology not only inspires creativity, but also enhances our capabilities in space exploration. As these designs evolve, they could completely transform how we collect data and observe the universe. How exciting is it to think that art could lead to breakthroughs in technology and push the boundaries of space science? Is it really true that Icon of the Seas is revolutionary? This impressive cruise ship, once called Star of the Seas, is making waves in the world of travel. Designed by Royal Caribbean, the Icon of the Seas is not just about luxury, it's also a pioneer in sustainability. Equipped with advanced liquefied natural gas, LNG engines, it significantly reduces greenhouse gas emissions compared to traditional ships. Picture yourself enjoying an incredible vacation while knowing that you're minimizing your environmental impact. The ship boasts spectacular amenities like water parks, stunning dining options, and state-of-the-art technology, making it a perfect getaway for families and adventurers alike. With its unique blend of elegance and eco-friendliness, Icon of the Seas is setting a new standard for cruise vacations. Are you ready to explore the open seas on this fantastic vessel? What if I told you blue carbon is our ally? Coastal ecosystems like mangroves, seagrasses, and salt marshes are not just beautiful to look at. They are incredibly important for our planet. These ecosystems store carbon, helping to fight climate change. When plants in these areas grow, they absorb carbon dioxide from the air and hold on to it in their roots, stems, and soil. This process captures carbon in a way that helps keep our atmosphere healthier. Mangroves, for example, can store up to 4 times more carbon per hectare compared to tropical forests. Seagrasses also play a key role, covering the ocean floor and providing habitats for fish and other marine life. By protecting and restoring these vital coastal ecosystems, we can enhance their carbon storage potential, making a significant difference in our fight against global warming. How incredible is it that nature can aid us in combating climate change? Surprisingly, it's a fact that Singapore has no rivers. This vibrant city-state, famous for its remarkable skyline and diverse culture, stands out as one of only 4 sovereign nations globally without permanent rivers. Nestled at the tip of the Malay Peninsula and bordering Malaysia, Singapore's unique geographical conditions have led to innovative solutions for its water needs. With limited natural freshwater sources, the country relies significantly on its neighbor for water supply, thanks to a crucial agreement established in 1961. This landmark deal permits Singapore to purchase raw water from Malaysia's Johor and Linggau regions at fixed rates, ensuring a reliable supply for drinking, sanitation, and the lush greenery that characterizes the island. To enhance its water security further, Singapore has embraced cutting-edge technology, investing in advanced desalination plants capable of converting seawater into potable water and implementing an extensive rainwater collection system. These initiatives not only sustain its residents, but also represent a powerful model for other nations facing similar water scarcity challenges. How does Singapore continue to innovate in water management? Why does Indiana Jones face a giant stone ball? This thrilling scene features a giant stone ball that weighs over a ton, adding real excitement to the movie. The filmmakers used fiberglass to create this massive prop, ensuring it looked like an ancient relic while being much lighter and easier to move. To make it seem like the ball was rolling at high speed, the special effects team cleverly rolled it backward during filming. This creative technique tricks the viewer's eye, enhancing the action and tension in that unforgettable chase scene. The iconic moment has become a hallmark of the Indiana Jones franchise, symbolizing adventure and danger. Imagine being chased by such a massive object. The combination of artistry and design and clever filming techniques demonstrates how movie magic often brings thrilling moments to life while keeping safety in mind. It's just one of the many reasons fans adore this action-packed series. You won't believe a giraffe's amazing tongue. Giraffes are famous for their strikingly long necks, but did you know they also have incredibly long, prehensile tongues? Measuring up to 20 inches, these tongues are dark blue or purple to protect them from sunburn while they reach high into the trees. Giraffes use their tongues to strip tasty leaves from branches, allowing them to enjoy a meal that many other animals can't reach. This unique adaptation is crucial for their survival in the savanna, where food can be scarce. As they feed, giraffes can curl their tongues around leaves, efficiently pulling them off the branches. Their tongues are not just long, but very dexterous, showcasing how evolution has beautifully crafted these gentle giants to thrive in their environment. So next time you see a giraffe, remember their incredible tongue is just as remarkable as their height. You won't believe this about dark chocolate. Contrary to what many think, this delicious treat might actually be better for your teeth than other sugary snacks. Dark chocolate, particularly varieties that boast a high cocoa content and low sugar levels, contains compounds that can actually help fight off the bacteria responsible for cavities. These compounds, known as polyphenols, have been shown to inhibit the growth of harmful bacteria in the mouth. Moreover, dark chocolate contains minerals like phosphorus and calcium, which strengthen teeth. So while it's still wise to enjoy it in moderation, Indulging in a small piece of dark chocolate could benefit your dental health. Next time you're craving something sweet, consider reaching for a piece of dark chocolate instead of a sugary candy bar. Who knew treating yourself could be so good for your smile? Why should we care about foxicles and misinformation? Foxicles, those clever mixes of humor and satire, can captivate an audience while also walking a fine line. Often crafted to entertain, they can sometimes blur the lines between truth and falsehood, creating a tricky dilemma for consumers of information. As our world becomes filled with content, from social media to streaming platforms, the ability to distinguish between genuine and misleading narratives grows ever more crucial. Viewers might find themselves chuckling at a funny foxicle, but they also risk absorbing false concepts along the way. This phenomenon underscores how essential it is to hone our critical thinking skills. By questioning the sources and motivations behind what we read or watch, we can better shield ourselves from misinformation. With technology advancing rapidly, developing a keen eye for discerning fact from fiction is not just helpful, it's necessary for navigating today's information age. How can we become savvy consumers of media and protect ourselves from getting lost in a sea of foxicles? Is it really true that elephants mourn their dead? Elephants don't just live in families. They feel them deeply. When a member of their herd passes away, elephants often approach the body with reverence, gently touching the bones with their trunks and remaining near the site for hours or even days. Remarkably, they have been seen returning to these grave sites years later, standing quietly and exhibiting clear signs of grief, as if remembering a lost friend. In their everyday lives, elephants communicate joy through trumpeting and rumbling vibrations that can travel several kilometers underground. These magnificent creatures form lasting friendships, recognize their own reflections in mirrors, and even care for sick or injured herd mates. Neuroscientists studying elephant brains have discovered structures associated with emotional intelligence and empathy, traits that mirror our own. Elephants' legendary memories and capacity for compassion challenge the perception that strong emotions are unique to humans. Thus, they remind us that profound feelings resonate across the animal kingdom, thundering across the savannah, one heartfelt rumble at a time. Is it really true that rats are worshipped in India? At the Karnimata temple in Rajasthan, something truly unique happens. Thousands of rats are not only allowed to roam freely, but are also revered as sacred beings. This extraordinary temple, built in honor of the goddess Karnimata, attracts devotees from all over the country who come to pay their respects. Each rat is considered a manifestation of the goddess, and people believe that if they harm a rat, they must atone with their own life. Visitors marvel at how these small creatures scurry around, often receiving offerings of milk and sweets. The temple's custom even promotes a special ritual where a few lucky rats get to sip from a bowl of milk directly. With about 20,000 rats living in the temple, it's considered a great honor to spot a white rat, which is seen as an auspicious sign. Who knew worshipping rats could hold such deep cultural significance? Is it really true that gold can boost fitness? In a truly innovative program, the Dubai government launched the enticing initiative known as Your Weight in Gold. This program encourages residents to lose weight by rewarding them with gold for every kilogram shed. Imagine stepping on the scale and not only seeing a lower number, but also holding shimmering gold in your hand. Participants receive an impressive 1 to 2 grams of gold for each kilogram lost. If someone manages to reach the impressive milestone of losing 10 kilograms, they earn a gold bar. By ingeniously combining health with luxury, the program created a buzz throughout the community, motivating people to embrace healthier lifestyles. This unique incentive transformed a challenging personal journey into a thrilling adventure filled with the promise of golden rewards. Health and fitness do not often come with such bright incentives, but Dubai's program made taking charge of personal wellness both exciting and rewarding. Who knew that the allure of gold could spark a wave of commitment to better health among its citizens? Would you join the challenge for a chance to trade pounds for precious metal? Did you know that Riyadh Front is redefining entertainment? This exciting complex is not just another shopping mall, it's a vibrant cultural epicenter that is quickly putting Riyadh on the global entertainment map. Picture yourself wandering through a stunning space filled with a mix of international retail brands and upscale dining options, all while enjoying the enchanting Arabian Nights. As twilight descends, Riyadh Front evolves into a dynamic hotspot, buzzing with energy and charm. You can dance to the latest beats at electrifying DJ parties, enjoy live music performances under the stars, or immerse yourself in creativity at art exhibitions that celebrate both local and international talent. The atmosphere pulsates with excitement, providing the perfect backdrop for friends and families to connect and have fun together. Whether you're a foodie eager to try diverse global cuisines, a shopaholic seeking the trendiest styles, or someone with a passion for arts and nightlife, Riyadh Front offers something unique for everyone. So why not dive into this new gem of a destination and make unforgettable memories, whether you're a local or just visiting? Did you know strawberries can be different colors? Strawberries are delightful fruits that aren't just red. They come in striking shades like yellow, green, and even white. Each color signifies a unique stage of ripeness or hints at a different strawberry variety. For instance, white strawberries are fascinating because they lack the pigment responsible for the vibrant red that most of us are used to. This variety doesn't just look unique, it also tastes subtly sweet and can be quite refreshing. As strawberries ripen, they transform from green to yellow to the iconic red, with each stage revealing a distinct flavor and texture profile. This range of colors not only makes your fruit salad a feast for the eyes, but also provides an exciting assortment of tastes to explore. Next time you see strawberries at the market, why not take a moment to appreciate their colorful beauty? Can you imagine that art can be made in snow? Simon Beck, a talented artist from the UK, turns snowy landscapes into stunning masterpieces using just his feet. With specially designed snowshoes, he walks across untouched snow to create intricate geometric and fractal patterns that are truly mesmerizing. These huge designs can often be best seen from above, as their full beauty unfolds like a giant canvas. Each creation starts with a simple idea, and Simon meticulously calculates his routes, sometimes covering several miles in a single session. The results are breathtaking, attracting admirers and photographers who marvel at the artistry against the wintry backdrop. What makes Simon's work even more special is that it exists only for a short time, with each snowflake melting away as the sun rises. His unique approach to art challenges us to see nature as a living gallery. What other wonders can we create using the world around us? Is it really true that leprosy isn't contagious anymore? This ancient disease, also known as Hansen's disease, has long been shrouded in misunderstanding, creating an aura of fear and stigma. For centuries, individuals afflicted with leprosy faced severe isolation due to visible symptoms such as skin lesions and disfigurement. What many don't realize is that leprosy is not easily transmissible. Prolonged contact with an untreated person is necessary for the disease to spread. This fact shines a light on the reality that our fears often stem from misconceptions. Notably, the first skeletal evidence of a leper was discovered buried outside an urban area, which challenges Hindu customs surrounding cremation. This burial choice illustrates the intense historical marginalization of those suffering from leprosy, reflecting societal struggles with ailments that alter physical appearance. Fortunately, modern medical advances have transformed leprosy into a manageable condition, enabling individuals to lead fuller lives. However, the stigma from the past lingers on, demonstrating our need for education and empathy. By understanding this disease better, we can create a more compassionate environment for those affected by its legacy. Let's uncover the truth about fascinating salps. These unique creatures may look like jellyfish, but in reality, they belong to a group known as tunicates and are distant relatives of sea squirts. Salps live in the ocean and are remarkable for their ability to form long chains of floating clones. This cloning strategy not only allows them to travel together, but also plays a vital role in marine ecosystems. As they swim through the water, salps filter out tiny organisms called plankton, which helps to maintain water cleanliness and supports the food web. Their transparent, gelatinous bodies create a mesmerizing sight as they drift through the ocean, almost resembling an otherworldly phenomenon. Salps can reproduce both sexually and asexually, which means they can quickly adapt to changes in their environment. This incredible adaptability enables salps to thrive in various ocean habitats, making them an essential part of ocean health and a fascinating subject for scientific study. Isn't it amazing how such simple creatures can have such a significant impact on the marine world? Did you know Roosevelt was the first president on TV? On April 30th, 1939, Franklin D. Roosevelt made history by appearing on television during the opening ceremony of the New York World's Fair. This moment marked a significant milestone as he became the first sitting president to embrace this new medium. At the time, television was a novel technology, still in its infancy, and only a limited number of viewers could watch the broadcast. Roosevelt delivered a warm and welcoming address about the fair, showcasing the American spirit and innovation. His speech captivated the small audience, demonstrating not only the potential of television as a medium for communication, but also his own forward-thinking approach. The World's Fair was meant to highlight progress in technological advancement, and by stepping into this bold new arena, FDR helped pave the way for future political leaders to utilize TV to connect with the public. Isn't it fascinating to think how this one event changed the way politics and media interact? Believe it or not, jellyfish can clone themselves. The Cassiopeia jellyfish, fondly nicknamed the upside-down jellyfish, has a mind-blowing ability to regenerate. If you cut it into pieces, each piece can grow into a fully formed jellyfish. This incredible process of natural cloning showcases the remarkable adaptability of these creatures. Instead of succumbing to injuries, the Cassiopeia jellyfish transforms damage into an opportunity for reproduction. With its bell-shaped body often resting on the ocean floor, this jellyfish has special cells called nematocysts that help it capture food and defend itself. Its unique cloning ability allows populations to thrive in various marine environments, making it a vital part of ecosystems. Scientists study this fascinating life cycle to understand more about regeneration and its potential applications in medicine. Isn't it amazing how nature works? What other surprising abilities do you think marine life has? This might surprise you. King Tut's parents were siblings. Recent DNA analysis of the famous Egyptian pharaoh's mummified remains uncovered a shocking family secret. Scientists discovered that King Tutankhamun's mother and father were actually brother and sister. This incestuous relationship might sound strange to us today, but in ancient royal families, it was often practiced to keep the bloodline pure. However, this close familial connection likely brought serious health issues for young Tut. Researchers suggest that the genetic disorders stemming from his parents' union could have led to various ailments, contributing to his early death at just 19 years old. This revelation not only sheds light on the challenges Tut faced throughout his life, but also invites us to re-examine the practices of ancient royalty and their impacts on health and lineage. What else could King Tut's life teach us about ancient Egypt? Is it really true that one game changed everything? Eric Barone, known as Concerned Ape, took a leap of faith by dedicating 5 years to developing Stardew Valley all on his own. With support from his partner, Amber Hagman, he poured in over 10 hours a day into what was his very first game. Imagine the late nights and relentless passion that went into creating such a beloved farming simulation. When it was released, the game quickly became a cultural phenomenon, allowing players to manage their own farms, grow crops, and build relationships in a charming, pixelated world. What's truly astonishing is that Stardew Valley has generated over $300 million in revenue, proving that indie games can truly thrive. This success story isn't just about financial gain. It's a labor of love that resonates with anyone who has ever dreamed of creating something amazing. Barone's journey teaches us that with determination, creativity, and a bit of support, you can grow your own dreams into a flourishing success. Can you believe how many millionaires live in America? The United States boasts over 10 million millionaires, a staggering figure that even surpasses the entire population of Sweden, which is less than 10 million. This impressive number highlights a significant wealth distribution in the U.S., where individuals have accumulated fortunes through various avenues such as entrepreneurship, investments, and technology. Cities like New York, Los Angeles, and San Francisco serve as hubs for many of these wealthy individuals, creating a vibrant economy that drives innovation and growth. Interestingly, this concentration of wealth can lead to both opportunities and challenges for the country, as discussions around income inequality and access to resources continue. So what does this mean for the American dream and the future of wealth in our society? It's a fascinating topic to explore. Did you know crows can help clean up litter? In an exciting development, a Dutch startup has teamed up with clever wild crows, teaching them a surprising skill: picking up cigarette butts and depositing them in bins. This remarkable initiative not only helps keep our environment cleaner, but also showcases the intelligence of these birds. By offering peanuts as a reward, the startup encourages the crows to participate in this unique recycling effort. Crows are known for their problem-solving abilities, and this project taps into that talent. Imagine walking through a park and seeing a crow swoop down to pick up a discarded butt, all for a tasty treat. Such innovative ideas can inspire more eco-friendly solutions worldwide, showing us how nature can play a vital role in addressing our waste challenges. How cool is it to think that crows might become our little helpers in keeping the planet clean? Did you know that the 1930s brought us a parking revolution? During this fascinating decade, inventors created a groundbreaking vehicle featuring a rotating fifth wheel designed specifically for parallel parking. Imagine struggling to park in tight spots but having the ability to pivot your rear wheels. This innovative design made maneuvering to and from the curb much easier, allowing drivers to park with remarkable precision. As city streets became busier and cars more common, this invention tackled the challenges of urban life head-on. By improving parking efficiency, it helped reduce stress for countless drivers. While many vehicles today have automatic parking features, this early example laid the groundwork for modern advances in automotive technology. So next time you slide into a parking spot, think back to the 1930s and the creative minds behind this essential driving solution. Is it really true that pharaohs valued onion rings? It may sound unbelievable, but ancient Egyptians had a playful belief involving these tasty rings. While they are famous for their golden treasures and magnificent pyramids, these rulers also cherished onion rings, seeing them as symbols of eternity and strength. Imagine a giant pile of crispy onion rings alongside the glittering gold in their tombs. This humorous take on material possessions shows how cultural values can sometimes be whimsical. The pharaohs thought that food, especially onions, held great importance in the afterlife. They believed that such treasures would sustain them in their next adventure after death. This amusing concept reminds us that while people often seek wealth, sometimes it's the silly and unexpected ideas that really shine. So next time you enjoy some onion rings, think of the pharaohs and their quirky choices. Most people don't know this, but Los Alamos shook in 1963. During a secret underground nuclear test, an astonishing seismic event occurred, registering at 41 meters per second. This test was part of the United States nuclear weapons program, and while it was meant to be contained underground, the shock waves it produced were felt far and wide. Seismologists, scientists who study earthquakes, worked tirelessly to analyze the event, but the exact location of the test site was never found. Imagine a powerful explosion happening beneath the ground, sending ripples through the earth, yet remaining hidden from our eyes. This mysterious incident raises questions about the extent of underground nuclear testing and its impact on our planet. Could there be more hidden tests just waiting to be uncovered? The 1963 Los Alamos event reminds us of the power of science and the secrets that lie beneath our feet. Can you believe Cleopatra's time gap with the pyramids? This fascinating historical tidbit reveals that Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing in 1969 than to when the Great Pyramid of Giza was completed around 2060 BC. By the time she ruled Egypt, around 30 BC, the pyramids were already ancient. Imagine standing before the Great Pyramid, knowing it was built over 2 millennia before your time. People during Cleopatra's reign viewed these colossal structures as awe-inspiring relics from a long-gone era rather than modern monuments. This perspective helps us appreciate how drastically history shifts over the millennia. The stark contrast highlights not only the age of ancient Egypt, but also how our understanding of time and history is often shaped by the monumental achievements of those who came before us. Isn't it incredible to think about how perspective changes our view of the past? Hard to believe, but baseballs are engineering marvels. Each Major League Baseball is expertly designed with 216 precisely placed stitches, some of which are cleverly hidden. This intricate design isn't just for show, it actually improves the grip for pitchers and significantly impacts the ball's spin. When a pitcher throws a fastball or a curveball, the way the ball spins can make all the difference in its trajectory mid-air. These stitches allow the ball to respond to various throwing techniques, showcasing how art, science, and skill come together on the field. Whether it's a nail-biting game in July or the World Series, the complexity behind each pitch is an amazing aspect of America's favorite pastime. Next time you watch a game, think about how those tiny stitches play a huge role in every thrilling moment. Believe it or not, later school start times save lives. Recent studies show that pushing back school start times can lead to a remarkable 70% reduction in car accidents involving teen drivers. Why does this happen? It's all about sleep. Teenagers naturally have different sleep patterns, often staying up late and needing more rest in the morning. When schools start early, many students are sleep deprived, making them less alert and more prone to accidents. By starting school later, especially in high school, adolescents get more sleep, improving their focus and reaction times on the road. Some schools across the United States have already made the shift, and the positive changes are hard to ignore. With fewer accidents, not only are teens safer, but families feel more at ease knowing their loved ones are driving with better alertness. The choice to change start times could be a simple yet powerful way to enhance road safety for everyone. So why aren't more schools making this change? Did you know FDR loved Warm Springs, Georgia? This charming southern town was a favorite getaway for Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. In the early 1920s, he discovered its natural hot springs, which became a vital part of his battle against polio. These mineral-rich waters offered him relief from the physical challenges posed by his illness. Every summer, Roosevelt and his family would escape to Warm Springs, where he could relax and recharge. While there, he built the Little White House, a simple cottage that served as his retreat. More than just a vacation spot, Warm Springs became a place where he could connect with nature and rejuvenate his spirit. Moreover, FDR's time in Warm Springs was significant not only for his health, but also for his political career, as he engaged with people from all walks of life, listening to their concerns and ideas. The legacy of this special place endures, reminding us of the strength found in resilience and healing. Have you ever visited a place that brought you comfort? Have you ever heard of Yonge Street's identity crisis? This remarkable street in Canada was once celebrated as the longest street in the world, stretching an astounding over 1,000 miles from the bustling city of Toronto to the charming town of Newmarket. However, a change in definition by cartographers shook things up. They decided to reclassify part of Yonge Street as a highway, which dramatically altered its status. Now, instead of holding the title of the world's longest street, it grapples with a new identity as a long road that connects various communities without the same recognition. This fascinating evolution highlights how our understanding of geography can shift based on new definitions and classifications. Yonge Street still serves as a vital artery for traffic, commerce, and local life, but it's interesting to think about what it means to be the longest street when part of it is categorized differently. Isn't it curious how a simple reclassification can change something's identity so profoundly? Discover Anne Boleyn's surprising role in England's religion. Anne Boleyn played a crucial part in shaping religious change during her time. Although debates surrounded her religious views, she was sympathetic to Protestant reformers, which significantly aligned with her husband, Henry VIII's ambitions. Married to Henry in the early 16th century, Anne supported his desperate quest for a male heir, which ultimately led to the English Reformation. As she stood by Henry, she helped create a break from the Catholic Church, paving the way for Protestantism to take root in England. This shift laid the foundation for her daughter Elizabeth of Cerne to later solidify Protestantism as the national faith. The influence of Anne's beliefs and actions endured long after her execution, proving the lasting impact of her choices on English history. Did Anne realize that her legacy would shape a nation? Here's something incredible about perceiving color. Eigengrau is a fascinating phenomenon that occurs in total darkness. This curious term, rooted in German, means intrinsic gray and describes the very dim shade of gray that many people see when all light is absent. Have you ever sat in a pitch-black room and noticed that you weren't seeing complete darkness? That's Eigengrau in action. Your brain's visual cortex remains active, sending signals even when there are no external visual inputs. As a result, you perceive a dark grayish color, often with a slight flickering effect. This response showcases the incredible ways our minds interpret sensory information. Instead of just blackness, your brain is constantly engaged, creating this unique shade that reminds us of our brain's persistent role in processing the world around us. Next time you're in a dark room, take a moment to notice Eigengrau. It's a striking example of our amazing brain at work. Surprisingly, it's a fact that constipation can last months. In an astonishing case, a man endured nearly 2 months of constipation, highlighting the serious nature of digestive issues. Constipation occurs when a person has difficulty passing stools, which can be caused by various factors such as a low-fiber diet, dehydration, or even stress. During this man's experience, toxins build up in his body, leading to discomfort, abdominal pain, and reduced energy. It's essential to understand that while occasional constipation happens to many people, prolonged cases like this can have severe health implications. Medical professionals often recommend dietary changes, increased water intake, and physical activity to prevent and alleviate constipation. This incident serves as a reminder to listen to our bodies. If digestion isn't running smoothly, seeking advice from a health expert can help avoid persistent problems. Are you aware of how important digestive health is for overall well-being? Prepare to be amazed by wild eating contests. Until 2011, an unusual and rather bizarre challenge took place at Six Flags amusement parks in the United States, where brave contestants faced off in a cockroach eating competition. Participants had just 5 minutes to devour as many cockroaches as they could, pushing the limits of their stomachs and their bravery. This strange contest attracted thrill seekers and those looking for a unique experience. But after a tragic incident that resulted in the death of one contestant, the event was permanently canceled. It serves as a reminder that some competitions might be more extreme than entertaining. While eating challenges continue to entertain folks across the nation, the cockroach contest remains a peculiar piece of amusement park history that sparks curiosity and concern alike. Would you ever dare to compete in such a contest? Believe it or not, Lego roller coasters exist. These incredible structures showcase the amazing possibilities of engineering using just simple toy bricks. Some genius builders have created fully functional roller coasters entirely out of Lego, complete with loops, drops, and curves that thrill fans of all ages. The beauty of these creations lies in their intricate designs and the creativity involved in assembling them. Enthusiasts often use a variety of Lego pieces, combining them into a masterpiece that not only looks fantastic, but also operates like a real coaster. These projects can include motorized elements that allow the cars to move, all powered by clever mechanics. By constructing these whimsical rides, fans demonstrate that even a child's toy can lead to impressive feats of engineering. People around the world participate in competitions and exhibitions, showcasing their creations and inspiring others to dive into the fun of building. So next time you think of Lego, remember they can do more than just create buildings. Why not a roller coaster? Did you know sneezing is more important than you think? When you feel a sneeze coming on, it's your body's way of clearing irritants from your nose or throat. Surprisingly, many people try to suppress this natural reaction, thinking it's just a minor annoyance. However, stifling a sneeze can lead to unexpected health complications, such as bursting a blood vessel. This happens because the sudden pressure from holding back a sneeze can affect blood vessels in your head and neck. Although such serious outcomes are extremely rare, the risk of complications reminds us of how vital our body's reflexes are. Sneezing not only helps protect our health, but it's also a sign that our immune system is hard at work. So the next time you feel a sneeze coming, think twice before trying to hold it in. Let it out naturally to keep yourself safe and healthy. Can you imagine that pineapples are drought survivors? Pineapple plants are truly remarkable. Even though they take a long time to grow, roughly 18 to 24 months before producing delicious fruit, they have evolved to handle challenging weather conditions. These strong plants can endure short droughts, which means they don't need constant watering. This resilience comes in handy in various tropical climates, where rainfall can be unpredictable. Plus, pineapples can also withstand light frosts, making them tougher than you might think. Their adaptability to different environments allows farmers in places like Costa Rica and the Philippines to cultivate pineapples successfully. So the next time you enjoy a slice of pineapple, remember that this sweet fruit has a story of survival and strength behind it, thriving under conditions that might challenge other plants. Here's a wild fact about military recruits. The U.S. military has set a minimum intelligence level for those wishing to join, ensuring that new recruits can handle essential tasks like folding clothes and assembling rifles efficiently. This requirement might surprise many because around 10% of the overall U.S. population doesn't meet this threshold. This means a significant number of individuals would struggle with basic tasks that are necessary for military training. The military recognizes that certain skills are crucial for success in boot camp and beyond, which is why they have this benchmark. For recruits, being able to tackle these skills is just the first step in a much larger journey. It highlights the importance of cognitive abilities in addition to physical fitness, shaping how potential candidates prepare for their future in the armed forces. So what do you think about this surprising aspect of military recruitment? Did you know about the heaviside layer's magic? This fascinating region, found high up in Earth's atmosphere, plays a key role in the way we communicate. The heaviside layer acts like a mirror for radio waves, particularly AM signals, which allows these waves to bounce back down to Earth even when the transmitter is far away. This is especially useful at night when radio waves can travel beyond the horizon, making it possible for listeners to tune in to far-off stations. Imagine sitting in your room, flicking through radio channels and hearing voices and music from places hundreds of miles away. Scientists study this charged area to understand how it influences our daily lives and technology. So next time you hear an AM station crystal clear after dark, you can thank the heaviside layer for its incredible ability to bridge vast distances. It's not just a layer of the atmosphere, it's a gateway for communication that connects us no matter the distance. Guess what really drives medieval fugitives to churches? In medieval England, if someone was running from the law, they had a unique chance to escape punishment by reaching a church. By simply touching the knocker on the outer door of a church, they could claim sanctuary, which meant they were safe from arrest, at least for a while. This practice allowed people, often desperate and seeking refuge from persecution or unjust laws, to find a temporary haven. These holy sites became critical sanctuaries, offering a chance to avoid the harsh consequences of their actions. Interestingly, once a fugitive claimed sanctuary, the church would typically give them a period, often 40 days, before they had to decide whether to face justice or start anew somewhere far away. This fascinating custom highlights how medieval society balanced the need for justice with the compassion of faith, raising questions about the roles of law and mercy in our world today. Prepare to be amazed by a singing scientist. The iconic voice in the hit song, "She Blinded Me with Science," actually belongs to Magnus Pyke, a genuine scientist known for his vibrant personality. Far from just a voice on the record, Pyke made significant contributions to the scientific community, authoring numerous papers that helped advance our understanding of various topics. His expertise caught the attention of the government, leading him to serve as an advisor in the Ministry of Food, where he played a role in critical programs. In recognition of his outstanding service, Pyke was honored as an Officer of the Order of the British Empire, a title that reflects his impact on both science and society. This unique blend of science and pop culture showcases how versatile and engaging scientists can be. Did you ever imagine a scientist could rock the charts? Hard to believe, but a taser has a wild history. The term taser actually comes from the acronym for Thomas Swift Electric Rifle, named after its inventor, Jack Cover. In the 1960s, Cover aimed to create a non-lethal weapon for law enforcement, and thus the taser was born. Over the years, it has evolved into a popular choice for police officers as a means to incapacitate suspects without resorting to deadly force. Interestingly, the brand name Taser became so widely recognized that it turned into a proprietary eponym. Now many people use "to be tasered" when referring to being subdued with this device, regardless of the brand. This shift in language shows how influential the taser has been in public safety. It's fascinating how a product can become part of everyday chatter, isn't it? Believe it or not, Bert and Ernie have a surprising backstory. These beloved Sesame Street characters didn't just spring from the imagination of their creators. Instead, they were inspired by two minor characters from the classic film It's a Wonderful Life. In that timeless movie, Bert is a friendly cop while Ernie works as a taxi driver. The unique dynamic between these two characters caught the attention of Jim Henson and his team, leading them to create Bert and Ernie as a fun, quirky duo that resonates with children and adults alike. Their relationship showcases friendship and the importance of teamwork, which is central to many of the lessons taught on Sesame Street. Over the decades, viewers have come to adore their playful banter and hilarious antics, reminding us that sometimes the simplest inspirations can lead to the most memorable characters. Who knew a classic movie could spark such joy on children's television? Did you know that a Bluetooth bracelet can share the Bible? This innovative gadget lets you listen to your favorite scriptures anytime, anywhere. Imagine having the entire Bible at your fingertips, effortlessly accessible through a simple app. The bracelet features handy buttons that allow you to change chapters or adjust the volume, making it perfect for busy lifestyles. Whether you're commuting, exercising, or just relaxing at home, this Bluetooth bracelet caters to your spiritual needs on the go. Instead of flipping through pages or needing a physical book, you can easily dive into the Word. It's designed to be user-friendly, ensuring that even those not tech-savvy can benefit from its features. With millions of people looking for ways to incorporate spirituality into their daily routines, this technology bridges the gap between modern life and age-old wisdom. So why not explore this unique way to connect with your faith? Is it really true that your bacteria are unique? Yes, it's absolutely true. Each person carries a distinctive set of bacteria in their body, known as a microbial fingerprint. This tiny army of microorganisms lives in our gut, on our skin, and in various other places, all contributing to our health and habits. Just like fingerprints, no two people have the exact same composition of these bacteria. Factors such as diet, environment, and even genetics shape our microbial communities, influencing everything from digestion to mood. Researchers study these colonies to understand their roles better. Some bacteria help us digest food, while others protect against diseases. As our bodies interact with our surroundings, these bacteria continually change, making each person's microbial fingerprint a living record of their lifestyle and health. Isn't it fascinating to think that you literally carry your own brand of tiny helpers? Did you know that your voice depends on vocal cords? These remarkable structures work hard every time you speak, opening and closing hundreds of times per second. Located in your larynx, the vocal cords vibrate as air rushes through them, creating the sounds you hear. The unique pitch of your voice comes from the specific tension and length of these cords. Tighter, shorter cords generate higher tones, while longer, looser ones produce deeper sounds. This means that when you sing or speak, you can easily adjust your voice by manipulating your vocal cords. For instance, why do some singers hit those high notes effortlessly? It's all about the precise control they have over their vocal cords. So next time you chat with a friend or belt out a favorite song, remember the fascinating science behind your voice and how your vocal cords bring your words to life. Ever wondered how Swiss mountains keep invaders away? The Swiss terrain is a fascinating mix of towering peaks, deep valleys, and tough weather that has historically acted as a natural fortress. This challenging landscape has thwarted many would-be conquerors, even some of history's most aggressive leaders. The steep slopes and rocky crags make it nearly impossible for large armies to invade, while the unpredictable weather can turn a sunny day into a snowstorm in a matter of hours. The Swiss also built fortifications and strategically placed lookouts, enhancing their natural defenses. This combination of rugged terrain and clever human ingenuity not only protected the nation, but also shaped its unique culture. So the next time you think about Switzerland, remember that sometimes nature really does create the best defense, acting as a shield for its people and their way of life. Did you know trees can talk to each other? It might sound surprising, but trees have an impressive way of communicating through an underground network of fungi called mycorrhizal fungi. This fascinating system allows trees to share vital information, helping them respond to threats in their environment. For example, when one tree is under stress from drought or attacked by pests, it can send signals through these fungal connections. This alerts neighboring trees, which can then activate their defenses or alter how they use water and nutrients. Think of it like a high-tech warning system that helps a whole forest stay connected and resilient. These mycorrhizal networks not only support individual trees, but also enhance the overall health of the ecosystem, creating a community where trees work together to thrive. Isn't nature incredible? Have you tried using tweezers for contact lenses? These specially designed tweezers might look simple, but they pack a powerful punch when it comes to eye care. Originally intended for the delicate task of opening the eyes, they have transformed into a handy tool for inserting contact lenses. Made with precision, these tweezers often have a soft, gripping surface that helps you secure and place your lenses without any fuss. No more fumbling with your fingers. With their ergonomic design, they not only make inserting a breeze but also ensure that your lenses stay clean and free from oils or dirt that can accumulate from your fingers. Plus, they're perfect for folks with long nails who find it tricky to handle tiny lenses. Just imagine how much easier your morning routine could become. Whether you're a seasoned contact lens user or new to the scene, these tweezers can be a game changer. So why not give them a try for your contact lens adventures? Is it really true that weighted blankets can help? Absolutely. These cozy blankets have soared in popularity as natural remedies for insomnia and anxiety. Made with materials like glass beads or plastic pellets, weighted blankets provide gentle pressure across your body, similar to a warm hug. This comforting sensation triggers the release of serotonin and melatonin, hormones that promote feelings of well-being and sleepiness. For many individuals struggling with sleep issues or anxiety, this can lead to a more restful night. Studies suggest that using a weighted blanket can reduce tossing and turning, help you fall asleep faster, and improve overall sleep quality. Imagine snuggling under a heavy blanket that cradles you, easing your mind and body. People of all ages are finding relief from restlessness and stress, making weighted blankets a favorite option for enhancing relaxation. Ready to give it a try? Did you know you walk around the Earth 4 times? On average, a person will walk about 110,000 miles in their lifetime, which is like making more than 4 complete trips around our planet. This impressive number comes from the average daily walking habits over a lifespan of 70 to 80 years. Think about it. Each step you take contributes to your health in amazing ways. Walking not only strengthens your heart, but also improves your balance and enhances your mood. When we move our legs, we boost blood circulation, which can help prevent heart disease. Plus, spending time on your feet can lead to a clearer mind and a better outlook on life. So the next time you go for a stroll, remember that you're not just walking, you're also investing in your health and well-being. Isn't it incredible how something so simple can have such a big impact? Prepare to be amazed by hydrogen fuel cells. These remarkable devices generate electricity through a simple reaction between hydrogen and oxygen, creating water and heat as the only byproducts. This process not only produces clean energy, but also helps reduce harmful emissions, making hydrogen fuel cells a game changer in the fight against climate change. Imagine a car that runs on hydrogen, releasing only water vapor instead of pollution. Besides transportation, these fuel cells can also power homes and industries, offering a versatile solution for sustainable energy needs. With advancements in technology, hydrogen fuel cells are becoming more efficient and affordable, opening doors to a future powered by clean energy. So will we see a shift from traditional fossil fuels to this innovative energy source in our daily lives? Why exactly does the Emancipation Proclamation confuse so many people? Many Americans believe it freed all enslaved individuals right away, but that's not the full story. Signed by President Abraham Lincoln in 1863, this historic document applied only to states in rebellion during the Civil War, meaning it didn't affect border states that stayed loyal to the Union or areas already under Union control. As a result, enslaved people in those regions remained bound until Union soldiers advanced and liberated them. It's important to note that the true nationwide abolition of slavery came later, with the ratification of the 13th Amendment in December 1865, which officially ended the practice across the entire country. The Emancipation Proclamation was a crucial step toward freedom, but it was just one piece of a larger puzzle in the fight for equality. Have you ever wondered why solar panels are popular? Solar panels convert sunlight into electricity using photovoltaic PV cells, primarily made from silicon. When sunlight hits these cells, it energizes the electrons inside them, leading to the creation of an electric current. This current is initially in the form of direct current, DC, which isn't suitable for powering most homes and businesses. To make it usable, this DC is transformed into alternating current, AC, by an inverter. One of the coolest things about solar energy is its sustainability. It's a clean power source that reduces our reliance on fossil fuels and lowers greenhouse gas emissions. Over the years, the cost of installing solar panels has also decreased significantly, making it more accessible for homeowners and businesses alike. As more people realize the benefits of conserving energy and saving money, solar panels continue to gain popularity. So could they power your home next? What if I told you McDonald's didn't invent hamburgers? The truth is, hamburgers trace their roots back to Germany. In the 19th century, German immigrants brought the Hamburg steak, a seasoned beef patty, to the United States. This tasty concept evolved as it crossed the Atlantic, and by the late 1800s, innovative cooks in places like Texas and Connecticut started serving ground beef in a bun, creating the modern hamburger we love today. While McDonald's later skyrocketed the popularity of hamburgers with its fast food model, they were not the originators of this beloved dish. Instead, they took inspiration from the rich history of hamburgers and made it accessible to millions. So next time you enjoy that classic burger, remember it's a delicious blend of cultures and history, not just a McDonald's invention. Why do Icelandic police leave their guns behind? In Iceland, a country known for its stunning landscapes and rich history, police officers typically patrol without firearms. This unusual practice is tied to the nation's exceptionally low crime rate. With fewer violent incidents, the need for armed police is almost non-existent, allowing law enforcement to focus on community engagement rather than confrontation. Imagine walking through a neighborhood where the local officers are more likely to help a child find their lost pet than face down a dangerous criminal. This lack of firearms has fostered a strong sense of trust between the community and the police, creating an atmosphere where cooperation thrives. The idea is that by keeping the peace in this way, police can build positive relationships which can deter crime more effectively than showing force might. So if you ever find yourself in Iceland, you'll notice that the friendly police presence is as reassuring as the breathtaking scenery, proving that safety doesn't always need to come from a gun. Isn't it fascinating how different approaches to policing can reflect the culture and values of a society? Can you imagine that Japan trains skilled artists? In Japan, the tradition of honing artistic skills is deeply rooted in the culture. From calligraphy to martial arts, there's a wide array of disciplines that artists pursue. For example, ikebana, the art of flower arranging, teaches not only aesthetic beauty, but also mindfulness and balance. In contrast, sumo wrestling, often seen merely as a sport, incorporates rituals and training that elevate it to a highly respected art form. Students often undergo rigorous training under the guidance of masters who pass down techniques and philosophies developed over centuries. This dedication ensures that traditional arts flourish while also allowing contemporary artists to bring in new ideas and styles. Whether it's painting, pottery, or performing arts like No and Kabuki, each discipline showcases the artist's passion and commitment. Isn't it fascinating how Japan preserves its rich heritage through these various art forms? What if I told you about a spaghetti monster? The phrase "secret spaghetti monster of steel" paints a vivid picture of the intricate transportation systems we rely on every day. This fun metaphor highlights how complex and hidden these networks can be, especially as they silently transport millions of people across cities. Think about the subway systems, trains, and buses that weave through urban landscapes, almost like tangled strands of spaghetti. They operate behind the scenes with countless schedules, tracks, and routes working in harmony to keep everything moving smoothly. While many people ride these forms of transportation daily, few realize the massive logistical effort involved in keeping it all together. Engineers and planners are like the chefs of this spaghetti monster, making sure each noodle aligns perfectly to avoid collisions and delays. So the next time you hop on a train or bus, remember, you're part of a remarkable system that's as fascinating as it is crucial. Prepare to be amazed by Darwin's terraforming adventure. In 1850, Charles Darwin and his friend Joseph Hooker embarked on an extraordinary project on Ascension Island. This remote island, primarily volcanic rock, faced severe challenges for plant life. To combat this, Darwin and Hooker introduced various foreign plant species, aiming to create a lush, self-sustaining ecosystem. They planted species like alfalfa and tamarisk, which were chosen for their resilience and adaptability. Over time, these plants not only thrived, but also transformed the island's landscape, providing vital resources like food and shelter for both wildlife and future settlers. This effort marked one of the first known attempts at terraforming, showcasing the remarkable influence of human intervention on nature. The success of Darwin and Hooker's project on Ascension Island raises intriguing questions about our ongoing relationship with nature and the possibilities of changing ecosystems. How can we utilize these lessons today? Get ready for the wild side of the Olympics. In 1900, the Paris Games featured events that were nothing short of whimsical, including hot air ballooning. Athletes didn't just compete for speed or strength. Instead, they showcased their ballooning skills based on three criteria: height, duration of flight, and the precision of their landing. Imagine floating high above the picturesque Paris skyline, trying to steer your balloon down to a pinpoint target. While this event may seem strange to us now and isn't part of the modern Olympic program, it highlights the creativity and adventurous spirit that characterized those early games. Competitors faced challenges that went beyond traditional sports, turning the Olympics into a spectacle that captured the imagination of spectators. Each flight was an exhilarating blend of exploration and competition, reminding us that the Olympics have always been about more than just typical sports. So what do you think? Should we bring back ballooning and other quirky events for future Olympics? Frogs can freeze and still survive the winter. Many people might think that freezing would be the end for any living creature, but not for frogs. These remarkable amphibians have developed a fascinating survival strategy. During the cold months, frogs can hibernate underwater, staying in a state of suspended animation. Some species, like the wood frog, can even tolerate being frozen solid. When temperatures drop, their bodies slow down, and they turn to natural antifreeze, allowing them to endure icy conditions without losing vital functions. This remarkable ability means that as winter comes to an end and the ice melts, these frogs can thaw out and return to their active lives. They emerge from their watery hibernation just in time to catch the first spring insects. Such adaptations showcase the wonders of nature and highlight how different creatures evolve unique ways to survive harsh environments. So next time you see a frog, remember that it might just be a little winter warrior, ready to hop back into action. Hard to believe, but grass talks when cut. And this might sound strange, but when you mow your lawn, grass releases special chemicals called green leaf volatiles. GLVs. These tiny molecules create the fresh and pleasant smell we all associate with newly cut grass. However, there's more to this scent than meets the nose. The release of GLVs serves as a distress signal for the grass, letting surrounding plants know they may be in danger. This is nature's way of rallying for help, as the smell can also attract beneficial insects that munch on herbivores threatening the plants. Plus, these chemicals help the grass heal from the damage. So the next time you catch a whiff of freshly cut grass, remember that it's not just a lovely scent. It's a whole communication system in action, helping the grass protect and recover itself. How cool is that? Prepare to be amazed by cactus spines. Did you know that those pointy structures on cacti aren't actually thorns? They're modified leaves called spines or glochids. This clever adaptation helps cacti survive in the harsh, dry deserts where water is scarce. By reducing water loss through evaporation, spines play a crucial role in helping these plants thrive. Plus, they serve as a defense mechanism against hungry herbivores looking for a snack in such a tough environment. Cacti have evolved over millions of years, and their unique features are fascinating examples of nature's ingenuity. So next time you see a cactus, remember that what looks like a thorn is actually a smart survival tool, proving that even in the toughest conditions, life finds a way to adapt and flourish. Are you ready for the Tetris phenomenon? Tetris is not just a game, it's the best-selling video game of all time, boasting over 500 million copies sold since its debut in 1984. Created by Russian developer Alexei Pajitnov, Tetris quickly became a household name, especially when it launched on Nintendo's Game Boy. Its unique blend of simplicity and strategic gameplay captured the hearts of players worldwide, making it a cultural icon in the gaming scene. The concept is straightforward. Rotate and arrange falling blocks, or tetrominos, to create complete lines. This addictive gameplay has led to countless adaptations across mobile devices and console platforms, ensuring that millions of fans continue to enjoy it today. The game's ability to challenge and entertain has solidified its place in video game history. So, whether you're a nostalgic player from the 80s or a newcomer, Tetris remains a timeless classic. How many lines can you clear? Most people don't know this, but Olympus Mons is enormous. Rising a staggering 15 miles high, Olympus Mons is the tallest volcano in our solar system, standing about 3 times taller than Mount Everest. Located on Mars, this colossal shield volcano is not only a breathtaking sight, but also a potential destination for future space exploration. Imagine astronauts taking adventurous spacewalks on its expansive slopes, experiencing views of the Martian landscape like never before. Olympus Mons features gently sloping sides that spread out over 370 miles in diameter, making the entire structure massive enough to be spotted from orbiting spacecraft. Scientists believe that it formed through repeated lava flows, providing insights into Mars' volcanic history and geology. The sheer scale of Olympus Mons has led researchers to speculate about the planet's geological activity and the possibilities of human exploration. With ongoing advancements in space technology, who knows what discoveries await us on this remarkable giant? Are we ready for adventures in the shadow of this giant volcano? Did you know makeup dates back to ancient Egypt? Long before Cleopatra graced the throne, women were using natural ingredients to enhance their beauty. Ancient Egyptians relied on items like crushed berries and fruits to add vibrant colors to their lips and cheeks. They even experimented with kohl, a mix of galena and other minerals, to line their eyes, a practice that not only beautified, but also protected against the sun's glare. Makeup wasn't just for looks, it carried cultural significance, reflecting social status and religious beliefs. For example, the colors and styles varied between different classes and were often linked to different festivals and ceremonies. This rich history reveals that the desire to express oneself through cosmetics is a timeless practice shared by many generations. Can you imagine what other beauty secrets these ancient women kept? Is it really true that M&Ms are named after their creators? The delightful and colorful world of M&Ms, with their melt-in-your-mouth goodness, actually owes its name to 2 innovators, Forrest Mars and Bruce Murray. These 2 visionaries teamed up in the 1940s to create the delicious candy we know today. Forrest was the son of the founder of the Mars Company, while Bruce was the son of Hershey Chocolate's president. Their collaboration brought a unique twist to candy making, encapsulating chocolate in a hard candy shell that kept it from melting. This idea sprouted during their shared experience in wartime, where soldiers craved chocolate that wouldn't easily spoil. With their initials combined, M&M became a sweet sensation. Today, these treats continue to ignite joy in candy lovers of all ages, proving that a good partnership can lead to something truly extraordinary. Hard to believe, but your tongue is unique. Just as no two people have the same fingerprints, every individual possesses a one-of-a-kind tongue print. This fascinating fact highlights our body's incredible diversity. The surface of your tongue is covered with tiny bumps called papillae, which form distinct patterns that can be as unique as a signature. Researchers have begun to explore the potential of tongue prints in identification, which could someday complement or even replace traditional methods like fingerprinting or facial recognition. Imagine using your tongue to unlock your phone or verify your identity. While the technology is still in its early stages, the possibilities are exciting. This quirky aspect of human anatomy goes beyond mere individuality. It could revolutionize security systems in the future. So the next time you stick out your tongue, remember that it's not just for tasting, it's a mini masterpiece that represents you. Uncover the fascinating Menine ritual in Indonesia. This extraordinary tradition, practiced by the Toraja community, involves exhuming deceased relatives to honor them. During the Menine ceremony, families carefully cleanse and dress their loved ones, often refurbishing coffins to show deep respect and love. This heartfelt act isn't just about remembering the dead. It reinforces bonds within the community and connects the living with their ancestors. The Toraja people believe that by caring for their relatives, even after death, they keep the spirit of their loved ones alive. The ritual often attracts friends and family from afar, turning it into a vibrant celebration filled with music, food, and joyous storytelling. It highlights the importance of relationships and the value of remembering those who came before us. While many may find the practice unusual, for the Toraja, it is a profound expression of love, devotion, and connection to their heritage. What do you think about honoring the past in such a unique way? Why exactly does dog cloning cost so much? It's fascinating to learn that in the United States, pet owners can now clone their beloved dogs. However, this cutting-edge biotechnology comes with a hefty price tag of about $30,000 and a 5-month waiting list. The process involves taking a sample of the dog's cells and creating a genetic copy, allowing owners to maintain a connection with their furry friends even after they pass. To prepare for cloning, there's also a service that preserves a pet's cells for an annual fee ranging from $1,600 to $3,000. While for some, this may feel like the ultimate tribute to a cherished pet, it opens up intense ethical discussions. Many wonder whether cloning reflects our affection for animals or risks commodifying their lives. Should we prioritize scientific advancements over the natural cycle of life? As technology continues to evolve, the lines between life, love, and innovation blur, compelling us to consider what it means to cherish our companions. Why exactly does Shakespeare's tomb threaten grave robbers? This famous playwright, known for his rich language and storytelling, has a rather no-nonsense warning etched onto his tombstone. Located in Stratford-upon-Avon, his epitaph reads like a curse against anyone who dares to disturb his resting place. Shakespeare implores future visitors to respect his remains, warning that anyone who digs up his grave will face dire consequences. It's a fascinating blend of poetic flair and practical concern, reflecting how seriously he valued his final resting place. This curse even hints at the common fear of grave robbing during his time, a real threat that would have unsettled many families. By placing this warning, Shakespeare ensured that his legacy as a writer would endure untouched, reminding us all of the importance of honoring those who have passed. Would you have the courage to disturb such a powerful legacy? Here's a wild fact about your lungs. Did you know the left lung is actually smaller than the right lung? This surprising difference isn't just for show, it's all about making room for the heart. The human body is like a well-designed puzzle, where every piece has its own special placement. The left lung only has 2 lobes, while the right lung has 3. The smaller size of the left lung creates space for the heart, which sits slightly to the left side of the chest. Meanwhile, the right lung accommodates the liver, which is located just beneath it on the right side. This clever arrangement ensures that everything fits snugly and functions well together. The lungs work hard to bring oxygen into our bodies, so it's fascinating to see how they adapt to the other organs around them. Understanding this dynamic relationship not only helps us appreciate our anatomy, but also highlights how each part of our body plays a crucial role in keeping us alive. Have you ever thought about how these organs work together so perfectly? Can a kitten really be friends with a lynx? At the Leningrad Zoo, this heartwarming connection became a reality when a tiny stray kitten and an adult lynx formed an extraordinary bond over 10 years ago. Initially, the feisty little kitten, abandoned and alone, found its way into the lynx's enclosure. Instead of hostility, the lynx, named Leo, showed surprising kindness and curiosity towards the newcomer. The kitten, named Misty, quickly adapted to life with Leo, who provided warmth and protection. Visitors to the zoo are often astonished to witness their playful antics as they chase each other around their shared space or snuggle together during quiet moments. Their friendship defies nature's expectations and challenges our understanding of animal behavior. It serves as a beautiful reminder of how connection can blossom in the most unexpected places, regardless of size or species. You might be surprised to learn about haiku stairs. Nestled in the lush mountains of Hawaii, the Haiku Stairs, or Stairway to Heaven, is a hiking trail that has become legendary for both its breathtaking views and its controversial status. Officially closed to the public, this steep 322-step climb winds up through verdant foliage and connects you with spectacular panoramas of the island. The decision to close the stairs was made due to safety concerns and environmental impact, but this only added to its allure for thrill seekers. Many hikers are drawn to the challenge, often attempting to sneak in before dawn to enjoy the surreal beauty at sunrise. The staircase is not just a physical climb, it's a thrilling adventure that captures the spirit of exploration. However, those who take the risk should be aware of the potential consequences, including hefty fines. So, what do you think? Would you take on the challenge of sneaking up the Haiku Stairs for a breathtaking view? Have you ever wondered why crickets hear with their knees? This fascinating adaptation helps these insects stay safe from predators. Instead of having ears on their heads like many animals, crickets have developed a unique mechanism where their ears are located on their front legs, near the knees. This clever design allows them to detect sound vibrations directly from the ground, effectively alerting them to the approach of potential threats, such as birds or other predators. When a sound waves travel through the air or the ground, the cricket's specialized hearing organ picks it up, giving them a head start in escaping danger. This adaptation showcases nature's incredible creativity, as animals evolve unique traits to survive in their environments. So the next time you hear a cricket chirping in the night, remember that it's not just making noise, it's also keeping an ear out for trouble. Ever thought about why Central Park has numbered lampposts? These unique markers do more than just light the way. They help visitors navigate the park with ease. Each lamppost features a set of 4 numbers that serve a specific purpose. The first 2 digits point out the nearest cross street, making it simpler for park goers to determine their location. The last 2 digits tell whether the lamppost is closer to the east or west side of the park. If the last digit is even, you're on the east side, while an odd number signifies the west side. So, if you're wandering through the park and you see a lamppost marked 7203, you know you're near 72nd Street, just a short stroll from the east side. This clever system ensures everyone can explore the vast beauty of Central Park without feeling lost. Isn't it great when design meets practicality? Why exactly does Jason Voorhees lurk underwater? In Lake Bless, Arizona, a life-sized statue of the infamous movie villain Jason Voorhees from the Friday the 13th films lies submerged, captivating visitors and adventurers alike. Originally placed underwater as a funny prank by divers, the statue quickly gained popularity, leading local authorities to transform it into a part of an artificial reef rather than removing it. Since its discovery in 2014, this quirky underwater attraction has drawn tourists and divers, eager to encounter the eerie yet amusing sight. People travel from various places, equipped with diving gear and cameras, hoping to snap a picture next to the unexpected figure. The statue has not only become a symbol of offbeat charm, but has also contributed to the ecosystem, providing a unique habitat for aquatic life in the area. Whether you're a horror movie fan or simply a curious traveler, visiting Jason Below the Surface is definitely a memorable experience. Here's what actually happens when pop stars misbehave. In a surprising turn of events, Canadian pop star Justin Bieber found himself banned from entering China due to his controversial past. This decision, rooted in a history of questionable behavior that includes arrests and public incidents, showcases the country's strict regulations on who can enter its borders. Authorities in China aim to purify the nation's image and maintain social order by keeping out individuals who could be seen as poor role models. Fans were left disappointed as Bieber's antics, like egging a neighbor's house and showing up late to concerts, contributed to a reputation that didn't sit well with Chinese officials. This ban is a reminder that celebrity behavior can have real consequences, especially in countries with strict cultural values. So what do you think? Should celebrities be held to a higher standard, or is everyone entitled to a few mistakes? Did you know Battle Creek produces the most cereal? This Michigan city proudly carries the title Cereal Bowl of America due to its impressive production of breakfast cereals, surpassing any other place in the nation. The story traces back to the late 19th century when the agricultural heartland of Michigan flourished. Companies like Kellogg's established their roots here, transforming not just the local economy, but also American breakfast traditions. The innovation of various cereals, from cornflakes to granola, owes much to the pioneering spirit of Battle Creek. With factories buzzing and fields thriving, this city has played a vital role in shaping how millions kickstart their mornings. It's fascinating to consider how a single place can influence the breakfast choices of so many, isn't it? Hard to believe, but animals face trials too. Back in the day, animals weren't just pets or farm friends. They were actually put on trial for crimes, and this bizarre practice continued until the 18th century. People accused various animals, from pigs to mice, of committing offenses like attacking humans or damaging property. Imagine a pig in a fancy courtroom charged with wrongful behavior. These trials often included real lawyers and judges, and sometimes the animals even had defenders arguing for their innocence. However, as society evolved and began to understand that animals lack the ability to comprehend right from wrong, these ridiculous proceedings faded away. Today, while we recognize animal rights and welfare, the idea of a courtroom drama starring a dog or cat seems like a scene from a quirky movie rather than history. How did we get here from those peculiar trials? What if I told you Jeff Bezos had a finance career? Before becoming the head of Amazon in 1994, Bezos was a high-flying senior vice president at D.E. Shaw & Co., a prominent investment firm on Wall Street. At D.E. Shaw, he was part of an innovative team that used complex algorithms for financial trading. This cutting-edge approach to finance fascinated him and laid the groundwork for his future in technology and commerce. During his time there, Bezos honed his analytical skills and developed a keen understanding of market dynamics, which eventually influenced his vision for Amazon. By combining his financial expertise with a passion for technology, he was able to revolutionize how people shop online. Who would have guessed that a Wall Street career would lead to one of the world's most famous online marketplaces? Let's uncover the truth about Ojos del Salado. This incredible volcano, sitting on the border of Chile and Argentina, is the highest active volcano in the world, towering at a staggering 22,016 feet above sea level. Climbing it is an adventure many seek, and with the right gear, even those without elite mountaineering skills can enjoy the journey. Besides its height, Ojos del Salado is fascinating for another reason. It houses the highest permanent body of water on Earth, called the Ojos del Salado Lagoon. While it hasn't erupted in modern history, its geothermal activity suggests that it's still alive and kicking beneath the surface. This dual characteristic of high altitude and geological dynamism makes Ojos del Salado a captivating destination for both scientists and thrill seekers alike. Are you ready to explore this natural wonder? This might surprise you. Conservation can harm other species. Conservation-induced extinction happens when we focus so much on saving one critically endangered species that we unintentionally threaten another. For example, if we protect a rare bird by removing invasive plants, we may inadvertently destroy the habitat of a different species living there. This ironic twist highlights the complexity of ecosystems, where every plant and animal plays a crucial role. When conservationists design programs, they must carefully consider all species in an area, not just the one they're trying to save. Balancing efforts can be challenging, but is essential to ensure that our good intentions don't lead to the extinction of another species. Protecting biodiversity means thinking beyond single species and understanding how interconnected all life forms are. Are we doing enough to protect the whole ecosystem while aiming to save the rarest among us? You won't believe this about Santa's postal code. The Canadian Post Office has officially designated the postal code HOHOHO for the North Pole, making it possible for children and adults to send letters directly to Santa Claus. Every year, over 1 million letters addressed to Santa make their way to this whimsical destination. What's truly magical is that Santa's helpers, who are real postal workers, respond to each letter in the language in which it was written. This tradition not only spreads joy, but also touches the hearts of those who write in hopes of receiving a reply. The initiative started as a fun way to engage kids in the holiday spirit. Families take the time to write imaginative messages, and in return, Santa's responses, filled with warm greetings and holiday magic, help maintain the wonder of Christmas. Have you ever sent a letter to Santa yourself? Ever think ancient inks could be toxic? Surprisingly, some ancient inks contain hazardous materials, which makes reading certain manuscripts more dangerous than you might expect. For example, cinnabar, a pigment derived from mercury, was often used for its vibrant red color. While beautiful, this substance poses serious health risks, including mercury poisoning if mishandled. Similarly, arsenic, another toxic material, was sometimes used in green inks. Though these manuscripts hold immense historical value, the risks associated with these inks raise important safety concerns for historians and conservators. Imagine exploring a centuries-old text filled with rich storytelling, only to realize that the colorful ink could be harmful. Fortunately, modern techniques allow experts to safely study these manuscripts without exposing themselves to toxicity. This fascinating intersection of art and danger not only highlights the risks faced by scribes of the past, but also reminds us to appreciate the evolution of materials used in art and writing today. What fascinating stories do these dangerous inks hold? Did you know cheddar cheese gets its color from a fruit? The vibrant orange hue that many people associate with cheddar cheese doesn't come from the milk or traditional aging processes. Instead, manufacturers add a natural coloring agent called annatto, which is derived from the seeds of the acayote tree, primarily found in tropical regions of the Americas. This fruit has been used for centuries as a dye for food, textiles, and even cosmetics. The vivid color is appealing and helps to make the cheese look more enticing on the shelf. Interestingly, cheddar can be made without annatto, resulting in a naturally white or pale yellow cheese. However, most consumers have grown so accustomed to the orange version that they might be surprised to learn about its fruity origin. Next time you enjoy a slice of cheddar, remember that tasty fruit behind its bright color. Hard to believe, but headphones can be dangerous. When you wear headphones while walking or biking, you might be tuning out more than just your favorite music. Many people don't realize that these headphones can muffle the sounds of approaching cars, horns, or even other cyclists. This lack of awareness makes it harder to respond to potential dangers on the road or sidewalk. Imagine you're biking down the street, lost in the rhythm of your playlist, and suddenly a car unexpectedly turns toward you. Without hearing it, you might not react in time to avoid an accident. It's not just a rare occurrence. Studies show that wearing headphones while navigating traffic increases the risk of collisions. To stay safe, consider keeping the volume low or taking one earbud out when you're outdoors. Your ears can be your best friends, alerting you to what's happening around you. Have you ever wondered how much blood we have? Blood constitutes about 7 to 8% of our total body weight, which means an average adult has around 1.2 to 1.5 gallons of this vital liquid. Blood plays several crucial roles in our bodies, acting as the main delivery system for oxygen and nutrients to our cells, helping to regulate body temperature and transporting waste products for elimination. It consists of several components: plasma, which is a yellowish fluid that carries cells and nutrients; red blood cells responsible for transporting oxygen; white blood cells, which are key in fighting infections; and platelets, essential for blood clotting. Together, these elements work within the circulatory system to keep us healthy and functioning, showcasing just how remarkable our bodies are in maintaining balance and responding to challenges. Hard to believe, but fart control means speed check in Denmark. In this Scandinavian country, the quirky term fart control is used on road signs to indicate speed checks, but it often leaves tourists scratching their heads and laughing. When visitors come across these signs, they can't help but pull out their phones for a photo, assuming the sign is a joke or a play on words. This misunderstanding stems from the similarity between the Danish word fart, which means speed, and the English word for flatulence. The amusing confusion highlights the fun and unexpected challenges of language barriers while traveling. For locals, it's just another day on the roads, but for tourists, it adds a layer of humor to their adventures. So if you're ever in Denmark and see that amusing sign, don't be embarrassed to stop and snap a pic. It's a perfect reminder of the charming quirks of language around the world. Can you imagine a snorkeling tapir in water? Tapirs are fascinating creatures recognized as the only surviving members of the family Tapiridae. Surprisingly, they are closely related to horses and rhinoceroses, sharing a lineage with these odd-toed ungulates. One of their most remarkable features is their long, flexible snouts, which serve an exciting purpose. When submerged underwater, these snouts act like snorkels, allowing tapirs to breathe while they forage for food. This unique adaptation is essential for their survival, as it helps them evade potential predators lurking nearby. Dive into a tapir's world, and you will find them snacking on a variety of aquatic plants, using their exceptional snorkel-like noses to reach the best bites. Found primarily in Central and South America, these gentle herbivores play an important role in their ecosystems, contributing to the health of their habitats. Isn't nature incredible? Believe it or not, meat rained down in Kentucky. In 1876, a mysterious event unfolded in Bath County that left both locals and scientists scratching their heads. Imagine walking outside and seeing chunks of meat, as if a butcher's shop had taken flight, falling from the sky. This bizarre occurrence happened on a chilly day, surprising everyone in the area. Reports described the meat as resembling beef or possibly even deer. Although some townspeople believed it was the work of some mischievous pranksters, others thought it could be a sign from above. Scientists were equally puzzled, sparking debates and extensive studies to understand how such an incredible event could happen. One theory suggested that vultures, unable to digest their food, may have regurgitated the meat during flight, leading to a peculiar meat shower. This peculiar incident has entered folklore, blending science and superstition in an unforgettable moment of history. Wouldn't it be fascinating to visit Kentucky and hear the tales of this meaty mystery? Believe it or not, spitting on seagulls is illegal. In Virginia, there's an unusual law that specifically prohibits harming these birds by spitting on them. This regulation may sound strange, but it plays an important role in promoting a peaceful coexistence between humans and seagulls. Virginia's coastline, with its beautiful beaches, attracts tourists and locals alike, creating a habitat where seagulls thrive. Unfortunately, human interactions can sometimes lead to conflict, with people unknowingly or intentionally trying to harm these creatures. By making spitting on seagulls illegal, the law emphasizes the need for respect towards wildlife. When we protect seagulls, we not only uphold their dignity, but also contribute to the overall health of our ecosystems. Laws like this remind us that even small actions can have big impacts. So next time you spot a seagull, think twice before reacting. What other wildlife protections might surprise you? Surprisingly, it's a fact that mustache cups existed. In the Victorian era, Gentlemen took their grooming seriously, especially when it came to their impressive mustaches. To enjoy their tea without risking a damp and tangled stash, they used specially designed mustache cups. These unique mugs featured an ingenious guard that prevented the mustache from touching the hot liquid while sipping. Imagine a time when having a well-kept mustache was a mark of status and sophistication. Men would often flaunt their facial hair at social gatherings, making these cups a clever accessory at tea parties. The invention showcased not only the creativity of the era, but also the importance placed on personal style. While today we might see a variety of quirky mugs, the mustache cup stands out as a charming reminder of Victorian elegance and the lengths men would go to maintain their appearance. How fascinating is it that everyday objects once had such specific purposes? Guess what really drives Tesla's security features? Tesla's Sentry Mode is more than just a cool gadget. It's an essential security system designed to protect your vehicle. When activated, Sentry Mode uses cameras and sensors to monitor the surroundings. If someone gets too close or tries to tamper with the car, a red eye display lights up, serving as a strong visual warning. Imagine the surprise of a potential thief when they see that glowing red eye staring back at them. This creative feature not only helps deter theft, but also captures footage that can be invaluable for investigations. By turning your car into a vigilant guardian, Tesla adds a unique layer of safety that you won't find in most vehicles. Plus, it gives owners peace of mind, knowing their investment is being watched over. Ever thought about how technology can transform everyday items into protective tools? Hard to believe, but Russia is enormous. Covering around 17 million square kilometers, Russia proudly holds the title of the largest country in the world. This massive land stretches over 11 times the area of countries like France or Texas, showcasing an incredible diversity of landscapes, climates, and cultures. From the icy tundras of Siberia to the bustling streets of Moscow, the vastness of Russia is hard to wrap your head around. It borders 14 different countries, including China, Mongolia, and Norway, adding to its geographic significance. Even more fascinating, Russia's size means it spans 11 time zones, contributing to the rich tapestry of traditions and languages spoken across the nation. Whether you're roaming the historic streets of St. Petersburg or exploring the breathtaking mountains of the Ural region, the sheer scale of Russia offers endless adventures and stories waiting to be discovered. Is it really true that drones can shine this bright? The Lumineer QAVR-2 drone, featuring powerful LumeCube lights, emits a staggering 300,000 lumens, which is like having over 10,000 candles illuminating your path. This incredible brightness transforms dark environments into daytime-like conditions, making it a game-changer for filmmakers, adventurers, and emergency responders alike. Imagine capturing stunning night scenes in vivid detail or carrying out urgent night rescues with maximum visibility. However, it's essential to remember that this intensity comes with safety precautions. Users must wear safety goggles that meet ANSI's 87.1 standards to protect their eyes from the overwhelming brightness. The Lumineer QAVR-2 drone not only offers remarkable visual power, but also emphasizes safety, ensuring that creativity and security can go hand in hand, even in the dark. Is it really true that kings can be mustache-free? The King of Hearts in a deck of cards is a fascinating exception among the royal figures. Unlike other kings, the King of Hearts stands out as the only one without a mustache. This quirky characteristic has sparked the curiosity of card players and historians alike. Each king in a standard deck typically sports facial hair, creating a regal image that symbolizes strength and authority. However, the King of Hearts, often seen as a symbol of love and compassion, breaks this mold, leading to debates about his unique representation. Some speculate this design choice might emphasize his association with emotions rather than power. Interestingly, the design of playing cards has evolved over centuries, and many believe that the King of Hearts look reflects medieval influences in Europe. So next time you shuffle a deck, remember that you're not just playing cards. You're also holding onto a piece of history. What other card curiosities await discovery? What's the secret behind Calvin Klein's perfume and big cats? Surprisingly, Calvin Klein's men's fragrance has been discovered to have an irresistible effect on tigers and leopards. Filmmakers have turned this unexpected connection into an incredible opportunity, using the scent to attract these magnificent creatures for stunning documentaries. Imagine vibrant images of powerful big cats, all drawn in by a scent that usually fills high-end stores. The chemistry behind this attraction involves the unique blend of notes in the fragrance that resonate with the natural instincts of these wild animals. By strategically placing the perfume in their natural habitats, filmmakers can capture mesmerizing footage of tigers and leopards in action. This fascinating interaction not only highlights the allure of the fragrance, but also helps raise awareness about the beauty of these endangered species. It's a compelling example of how the fragrance industry can play a surprising role in wildlife filmography. So next time you catch a whiff of Calvin Klein, ponder how it could connect to the majestic world of wildlife. Is it really true that your receipts can be harmful? It turns out that those faded thermal paper receipts might carry more than just your total purchase. Many of them contain a chemical called bisphenol S, or BPS, which can disrupt hormones and even damage DNA. For many people, especially those working in retail who constantly handle these receipts, just a brief touch can let this chemical seep into your skin. While we often think of receipts as harmless, studies suggest repeated exposure to BPS might lead to significant health risks. Hormonal disruption can cause various issues in our bodies, making this an important matter to consider. So the next time you grab that long paper trail from the cashier, you might want to think twice about how often you handle those receipts. What can we do to stay safe? Unbelievable but true. Kola super deep boreholes, amazing depth. This incredible feat of engineering, located in Russia, plunges an astounding 7.6 miles into the Earth's crust, making it the deepest hole ever drilled by humans. The project began in 1970 and aimed to explore the geothermal gradient, or how temperature increases with depth. Scientists were eager to learn more about the Earth's interior, including rock composition and seismic activity. As they drilled, they encountered unexpected challenges like high temperatures and intense pressure, which forced them to rethink their tools and techniques. Despite these difficulties, researchers discovered fascinating geological formations and even found microorganisms living in the extreme conditions deep underground. The Kola super deep borehole not only sheds light on our planet's mysteries, but also pushes the limits of our scientific curiosity. So, what else lies beneath the surface that we haven't yet uncovered? The quest for knowledge continues. Have you heard about the avocado heist in Mexico? In 2007, hackers took an unexpected route with their caper by holding a shipment of avocados hostage, revealing how valuable these green fruits truly are. This audacious crime highlighted the immense popularity of avocados, especially in brunch dishes like guacamole and avocado toast, which have skyrocketed in demand. These nutritious fruits, rich in healthy fats and packed with flavor, have become a staple in many diets across the globe. But the heist wasn't just about stolen fruit. It represented the cultural significance avocados hold in culinary traditions, especially in Mexico. The incident shows how deeply intertwined food is with culture and economy. Avocados are not just a trendy topping, they symbolize a way of life for many people, blending health, taste, and social gatherings. As we enjoy our brunches filled with these delicious fruits today, it's hard to imagine that just over a decade ago, a cargo of avocados was the center of a thrilling heist. What's your favorite way to enjoy avocados? Did you know the largest gold ingot weighs over 660 pounds? This astonishing ingot, created by the Emirates Minting Factory, is not just any gold. It's worth around 25 million. Recognized by Guinness World Records, it has become a standout attraction at the famous Gold Souk in Dubai. Imagine standing before this colossal piece of pure, gleaming gold, which is heavier than some adult bears. The Gold Souk itself is a vibrant marketplace filled with stunning jewelry and precious gems, making it a must-visit for anyone traveling to Dubai. The size and value of this gold ingot highlight the incredible wealth and artistry found in the region's gold trading tradition. It serves as a symbol of luxury and prosperity, drawing in visitors from around the globe who are eager to catch a glimpse of this remarkable treasure. Whether you're a history buff, a treasure hunter, or simply curious about incredible feats of craftsmanship, seeing the largest gold ingot in the world is an unforgettable experience that showcases the allure of gold in our lives. Early humans invented fast food before it was cool. Archaeological findings show that these ancient people were the original fast food pioneers, using heated stones to cook meat quickly. When hunting took too long, they didn't let their stomachs growl. Instead, they snacked on raw food for a quick energy boost. This fascinating peek into their lives reveals that the idea of quick meals isn't just a modern invention. Imagine gathering around a fire, cooking a tasty piece of meat in minutes, all while sharing stories with fellow hunters. This practice allowed our ancestors to conserve time and energy, giving them the chance to focus on other important survival tasks. So the next time you grab a burger on the go, remember that you're part of a long history of people finding ways to eat well without the wait. Fast food has ancient roots, showing us that even thousands of years ago, people valued convenience. How wild is it to think that our need for quick meals connects us to our earliest ancestors? Can you imagine that bees see the world differently? Bees have a remarkable visual system that sets them apart from many creatures. They possess 5 eyes, 2 large compound eyes and 3 smaller simple eyes known as ocelli. The compound eyes are truly a marvel, containing thousands of tiny lenses that help bees detect movement and navigate their surroundings with incredible agility. This is essential for their role as pollinators, as it allows them to spot flowers from afar. The ocelli, situated on the top of their heads, play another critical role by sensing light intensity, giving bees the ability to adjust their flight patterns based on the light around them. This unique combination of eyesight not only aids bees in finding food, but also ensures they effectively pollinate plants, contributing to the health of our ecosystems. Isn't it fascinating how such small creatures have such a sophisticated way to see the world? Is it really true that saltwater drowning is worse? Absolutely. When someone drowns in saltwater, the high concentration of salt creates a unique situation. The salt pulls water out of your body's cells, making your lungs work harder. As the lungs fill up with this extra fluid, they can become overwhelmed, leading to drowning in your own blood. This process can take longer compared to drowning in fresh water, where the lungs absorb water far more quickly. In contrast, fresh water can enter the bloodstream and may cause more rapid respiratory failure. It's crucial to understand this difference because it can affect rescue efforts and treatment. People who survive a saltwater drowning often face more complications due to this prolonged struggle. Knowing the risks emphasizes the importance of water safety in both types of environments. So whether at the beach or by a lake, staying aware can truly be a lifesaver. Did you know coffee is a global superstar? This beloved beverage holds the title of the second most traded commodity in the world, trailing only behind oil. It's not just a morning pick-me-up. Coffee plays a crucial role in the economies of several countries. Major producers like Brazil and Vietnam heavily rely on coffee exports, providing jobs and livelihoods for millions of farmers. The sheer popularity of coffee means that it affects international trade, influencing everything from local cultures to global prices. With billions of cups consumed every day, coffee's impact extends far and wide, shaping markets and economies worldwide. What's more, the coffee industry isn't just about the beans. It includes intricate supply chains, processing methods, and marketing strategies that all contribute to its massive economic footprint. So next time you sip your favorite latte, think about the journey it took to reach your hands and the countless lives it touches along the way. Can you imagine a world without coffee? Here's a wild fact about tropical rainforests. Since the 1960s, we have lost more than half of the world's tropical rainforests, and that's a huge deal. These lush forests aren't just beautiful, they are vital for our planet's health. They host millions of species that we haven't even discovered yet, acting as an irreplaceable treasure trove of biodiversity. Moreover, tropical rainforests play a key role in regulating our climate by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. When we lose these forests, we're not only accelerating climate change, but we're also wiping out ecosystems that support countless animals and plants. The impact of this destruction often goes unnoticed until it's too late, which is why raising awareness is so important. Protecting these invaluable resources is crucial. After all, preserving rainforests means securing a healthier planet for future generations. Did you know household items came from war innovations? After the war, many products initially designed for military use found new life in our homes, transforming personal hygiene practices. For instance, items like nylon, which was used for parachutes, became popular for making toothbrushes and other grooming tools. This shift didn't just make products more accessible, it revolutionized how we think about hygiene and cleanliness. Companies recognized the potential to repurpose durable war materials, leading to a boom in consumer goods that we now take for granted, such as disposable razors and shampoo bottles. This clever recycling of wartime technology into everyday essentials highlights a fascinating chapter of manufacturing history, reminding us that necessity often drives innovation. It's amazing to think how these changes continue to shape our lives today, isn't it?